Namaste to all whoever watching the video and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever may be the time you are watching. My greetings to you all. So here I am with a video relating to lease accounting, and this is in the book. In this video we are going to discuss about lease accounting in the books of lessee. So in the previous video also we have discussed the same thing, accounting in the books of lessee. Okay, we have divided this into two parts, accounting in the books of lessee into two parts. Initial recognition, actually totally four things are there: initial recognition, subsequent recognition, reassessment if there is any changes in the lease terms and leased asset value and other things, then modifications if any made by lessee. So reassessment and modifications we will discuss later. First we will see the initial recognition, subsequent recognition I said, and in previous two videos we have discussed initial recognition and subsequent recognition, and this classification is only for the purpose of understanding accounting. But generally what happens, if A, B, two people are there, A from B, so in the books of who has taken the asset on lease, okay, in the books of A, what will be the position, that is we are going to discuss. Okay, so A is lessee. In the books of lessee, how it will be treated? Suppose lease term is of 3 years. Okay, each year end A has to pay some lease payments, say 60,000 I said. Okay, 60,000 rupees each year he is paying at the end of first year, second year and third year. But initially itself, on commencement of lease, when asset is right to use, control on right to use of asset is transferred, on that date itself in the books of lessee there will be a general entry. Okay, I'll show you general entry one. What is the general entry means? This one. Okay, this general entry on commencement of lease will be recorded. Wait a minute, let me highlight this. On commencement of lease, this general entry will be recorded. Generally, right to use asset account debit to lease liability. In case of any advance payments or any initial direct cost, then to bank also will come. If there is any provision for dismantling and restoration cost, to provision for dismantling and restoration cost, three things will be credited and asset account will be debited. This is initially we do. After this, each year what as lessee is doing, suppose 3 years is paying 60,000 each year end. Okay, each year end is paying, but these amounts will be recorded in the beginning itself as present value of lease payments, simply as lease liability. ओके, लीज लाइबिलिटी के जैसे रिकॉर्ड कर लेते हैं अपन. ओके, सो दैट हाउ लीज लाइबिलिटी विल बी कैलकुलेटेड with the help of this one table we will calculate, that is working note 1. Year discount factor will be given in the question, or it will be the discount factor will be internal rate of return to the lessor or incremental borrowing cost to the lessee, that will be given in the question, that we will take. So year, lease payments and discount factor, present value of lease payments. Though these three 60,000 is paid at the end of first year, second year and third year, but it will be initially recorded as liability. That value we will calculate, and asset value will be calculated with the help of this working note 2, particulars, amount, 2 columns, present value of lease payment in working note 1, initial direct cost, and payments made for commencement of lease, provision for dismantling and restoration cost, total right to asset, right of asset, use of asset value you will get. This will be recorded in a general entry. Okay, this at the beginning. Okay, but each year end you are paying, suppose say each year end how much he is paying, 60,000 is paying. So this 60,000 includes two parts, one is interest and another one is lease liability. Okay, principal जो lease liability है, principal lease liability towards that. So how much for interest, how much for lease liability, that each year end whatever we are paying, or each year at the beginning whatever we are paying, in that lease payments, two things, interest portion and principal liability portion relating to leased asset will be there. Those two should be bifurcated. That will be done with the another table, that is at the end of the each year we will do. So that is why lease liability table we will prepare. If lease rentals are paid at the end, okay, if lease rentals are paid at the end, opening balance, first year, second year, like that, how many years are there, those many years we will prepare. So first column year, second column opening balance, to opening balance at the end you are paying now, so on that we need to pay interest also, whatever opening balance is there. From that, whatever lease payments we are making at the end, that should be deducted, you will get closing balance. This is when lease rentals are paid at the end of the year. Suppose lease rentals are paid at the beginning, then we need to do in spread the lease liability between interest and relating to the opening balance towards like this, year opening balance. Okay, to the opening balance you are paying the at the beginning of the year itself lease payment, so you deduct the lease payments made, and after that you will get lease payments. Okay, opening balance after lease payments. So on that we need to calculate interest. To opening balance after lease payment we need to add interest, you will get the closing balance. Here at the beginning you are paying the at the beginning. Okay, when you are paying at the, there will not be interest portion for the payment made. After payment made, whatever balance left over, on that balance only we need to calculate the interest. So that is why interest will be calculated after lease payments. So here opening balance minus lease payments first we will do, then interest we will calculate on balance amount, and interest will be added to the opening value, and you will get the closing balance. Again this closing balance will become opening balance for next year. From that you will pay the lease payments. After lease payments, whatever balance left over, interest will be calculated. Okay, like this chain will goes on till the end of the lease. Okay, this is what happens. Okay, this is about lease rentals. अच्छा, assessee ने क्या करे, assessee ने right of use asset लिया, सॉरी assessee नहीं lessee ने, वो टैक्स पढ़ा के समा वही दिमाग में रहता. असेट अकाउंट डेबिट होता टू लीज लायबिलिटी. तो लीज लायबिलिटी how it will be distributed, how it will be presented, or lease liability will be spread over between interest portion and lease principal lease liability we discussed just now. Okay, already we have discussed this thing, but I am explaining it again so that a quick revision should be done, so that while doing the problem we should not get any more doubts. So that is why I am making the quick revision of previous things we have discussed. So asset value, how? Because at the end of the 3 years after asset has recognized in the books, at the end of the third year, again this asset whatever taken by the lessee will be handed over to lessor. ओके, तो लेसर को वापस दिए जाएगा, तो असेट अपने पास रहेगा क्या? नहीं, तो बुक्स में उसको निकाल देना है. एंड यू आर यूजिंग द असेट, व्हेन यू यूज द असेट related depreciation also should be charged to P&L account. So how asset account or asset related, for that purpose another opening balance, year opening balance, but how to take depreciation as per India, as per India 640 property plant equipment we will take the depreciation. Okay, we need to deduct the depreciation. We use SLM method for depreciation. But at the end of the lease, if lessee is certain to exercise automatically ownership will be itself, then depreciation will be charged on the basis of what? On the basis of useful life of asset transfer. Other, okay, then asset will be depreciated not on the basis of asset value. Suppose lease term is 3 years. If purchase option is exercised, depreciation will be 5 years asset. Then our ownership is not transferred to lessee at the end of the lease term. In such situation, what will be done? Asset will be depreciated on the basis of lease term, on the basis of lease term, not on the basis of useful life of asset. On the basis of lease term, okay, depreciation will be depreciation over the lease term. If assessee exercise the option useful life of asset, please be careful with these two things. So subsequent recognition are at the end of each year, what will be the general entries? First, interest related, interest account to lease liability account, then lease liability to bank when you pay the lease rentals, and depreciation each year depreciation. So depreciation account debit to right to use a asset account, and at the end of the year these two expenses, interest and depreciation, will be charged to P&L account or transferred to P&L account, profit and loss account to interest to depreciation. Like this, each year how many years lease term is there, those many years these general entries will be repeated till the end of the lease period. Okay, hope you have understood till here, and our quick revision is over. Let us do one problem relating to this in the books of lessee. So we have done with the revision part. We already completed question number 28, 29, 30, till 30 we have done. So let me take you to the question number 31. Till now I made a little bit faster because that is revision. From here on we will go slow because new question we are going to deal now. From here on I'll deal little bit slower so that you should understand each and everything. Okay, wherever calculation parts are there, whoever watching the video, just you to do solve the problem along with me, so that again you need not wait till the end of the video and go back to the video and do the problem. I'll give some instructions to do the problem. So just take your notebook, calculator and pen, and that's it. Those are required for doing the problem. Let us solve the problem. Illustration 31 we are dealing. Company EFG enters into a property lease with H Limited. Who is entering? EFG. So EFG will become your lessee. EFG company is lessee and H is your lessor. Very good. Initial term of lease is 10 years. This is your lease term. Okay, these are the things we require. With 5 years renewal option. Okay, do you remember lease term means? Lease term includes what? NET. N for non-cancelable period, that is 10 years. E, extension or renewal option is there, 5 years. If if lessee is certain to exercise the option, then this 5 years also will be included, otherwise will not be included. T for termination period will be included if lessee is not exercising the termination option. So let us see the question that 5 years will be included or not, we will see. The economic life of the property is 40 years. Life of asset, okay. Useful life, okay. Useful life asset का कितना 40 years, okay. Next, fair value of leased asset 50 lakhs, okay. Fair value 50 lakhs, that is also okay for us. Acha. The company EFG has an option to purchase property at the end of the lease term. At the end of the lease term, what? There is an option to purchase. Whether EFG is exercising such option or not, we need to see. Okay, for how much? 30 lakhs they need to pay if they purchase at the end of the lease. Okay, no problem beta, till here no problem. The first annual payment is 5 lakhs. First year payment is how much? 5 lakhs with an increase of 3% every year thereafter. There is one clause here. Oh ho. First year आप कितना पे करने वाले हो? At the first year you are paying, okay, at the first year, first annual year you are paying 5 lakhs. Later on it will increase as 3%, similar to yesterday's problem. So 5 lakhs plus 3%, we need to take 5,15,000 for second year. Then thereafter another 3%, like that every year thereafter it will increase. Okay, the implicit rate of return, acha, implicit rate of return of interest is given 0 point, sorry, 9.04%. Interest rate is how much, discounting factor is how much, 9.04%. Okay, that is okay, no problem. Entity H gives company EFG an incentive 2 lakh rupees payable at the beginning of the year 2. अच्छा, कब हो रहा है ये? At the beginning of the second year. How much incentive is given? Not at the end of the year, it is given at the beginning of the year, not at the beginning of the commencement, it is in between. So second year lease payments will be reduced by 2 lakh rupees. Second year lease payments will be reduced by minus 2 lakhs at the end of second year. Okay, actually what we need to take, 5 lakhs first year, 5 lakhs, first year 5 lakhs, okay, 5 lakhs plus 3%, it will be, it will become 5 lakh 15,000, అంతేనా? 5 lakhs plus 3%, 5 lakh 15,000. This is for second year, but here there is an 2 lakhs, so this 2 lakhs will be deducted from this 5 lakhs. 2 lakhs should be deducted from second year, 5 lakh 15, 2 lakhs, it will become 3 lakhs 15,000. If you deduct this value, it will become 3 lakh 15,000 at the beginning. Company EFG, company EFG, if you deduct this one, it will become 3 lakh 15,000. I am writing over here, however we will take these values while doing the problem also. So which is to be the नॉर्मल टेनेंट इम्प्रूवमेंट, ये किस लिए, टेनेंट इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए, ये जो भी एडिशनल पैसे इंसेंटिव मिल रहा वो है. कंपनी EFG इज रीजनेबली सर्टेन टू एक्सरसाइज द परचेज ऑप्शन. अच्छा, तो this 30 lakhs at the end of the lease period they are going to pay, and depreciation should be based on useful life of asset. What is useful life of asset? 40 years. So we need to consider 40 years here for the depreciation purpose, not lease term, not lease term. How EFG measures the right to use of asset of lease liability over the lease term. लीज लाइबिलिटी को, राइट टू यूज ऑफ असेट को, ओके, हाउ वुड EFG मेजर्स द राइट ऑफ यूज ऑफ असेट एंड लीज लाइबिलिटी ओवर द लीज टर्म. जो लीज टर्म है वो लीज टर्म में कैसे वो लोग दिखाते वो बताइए बोल रहे. एज पर Ind AS 116, कंपनी EFG would first calculate the lease liability as present value of annual lease payments less incentive paid in second year plus excess purchase price option using the implicit rate of return approximately 9.04%, okay, or 50 lakhs, whichever is the value, that value they will take, whichever is more appropriate, more realistic, that we will be taking. Okay, fair value or present value of lease payments, whichever is higher, that will be considered. Okay, so let us go for the calculations from here on. Okay, so all of you take out your notes and along with me you to solve the problem. So in the books of EFG company, let's see, this is the heading. First, working note 1, present value of lease payments. Let me tell you one thing, we need to calculate lease liability. Lease liability will be calculated at present value of lease payments. Okay, this is one thing. Secondly, we need to calculate right of use of uh, right of asset right of use asset account. Okay, this is initially done. Then we need to take the lease liability table, for interest portion and remaining principal liability. Then a right of use of asset table, each year how it will be depreciated. So we need to calculate depreciation also. These are the workings we will do. Okay, these are the workings we will do each year. Oh, sorry, at the beginning, first these 4 workings we need to do. For this purpose, uh, what are the lease payments? Lease payments are 5 lakhs each year, beginning they said, and at the end of the at the beginning of the second year there is an incentive 2 lakhs that will also be deducted from the lease payments, and this is increasing every year 3%. Don't ignore this 3% increase. And your discount factor given in the question is 9.04%. This is your discount factor. And lease term, as there is no extension option, 10 years we will consider. Asset is purchased at the end of the 10th year. Okay, but useful life of asset is 40 years. These are the information we are having. For the depreciation purpose we need to consider 40 years. Okay, so let us all of you do write down these things as workings, and first draw this table. This table is there. Along with me you to solve the problem. So year, lease payments, discount factor, year, lease payments, discount factor, present value. For how many years we need to take? For 10 years we need to take. So in the year column write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till 10. And here in the 10th year beginning we are paying the lease term, we are purchasing the leased asset. So at 10th year 2 times. Okay. So here year, first column, second lease liability, discount factor, then present value. Discount factor is at what rate? Discount factor is at what rate? How to calculate discount factor? Those two things arises in your mind. So take out your calculator once. Discount factor is at 9.04%. So how to take these values? In your calculator, type 100 divided by 109.04. Okay, what we need to do in calculator? In calculator, you write like this. In calculator, you take like this. First, 100 divided by 109.04. Okay, then press into. First year discount factor you are getting. Okay, take that one. What you are getting? I'm getting here it as 0.9171. Second, equal to, you press, it will be 0.8411 approximately I am taking, or else you can approximate it to 3 digit also, no problem. Okay, let us take till 3 digits, more accurate will be our answer. So or else we will take 4 digits each year. Let us take 3 digit itself. Why to take unnecessary calculations? Rounding off होता कोई problem नहीं. So first year it will become 0.917. Second year it will be 0.841. Third year first year 0.917, second year 0.814. Okay, then press equal to. Third year you will getting, acha, wait a minute, we are making one small mistake. Let me do it again. See, if payments are at the beginning, if lease payments are at the beginning, first year value will be 1, second year value will be from there on we will deduct. Okay, lease payments are at the beginning, don't take in the first year itself 0.917. At the beginning of the year itself 0.917, because in the question given lease payments are at the beginning, so first year it will be 1 we need to take. So first year it will be 1, thereafter it will be changed, second will change. While typing it is taking time, I'll pause the video unnecessary. So first year it is 1, second year it is 0.917, third year it is 0.841, fourth year it is 771, fifth year 707. See, let me tell you each thing one by one. So first I am taking years. Okay, at the beginning of the first year, at the beginning of first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, till we need to take 7, 8, 9, 10, and at the end of the 10th year you are purchasing the asset, so take 10th year end also. So total 11 in the year column, you need to have 11 digits till 10th year beginning and uh, okay. Next, discount factors. As we are paying at the beginning of the year, so first year it will be 1. Thereafter, we need to calculate the discount factor. How you will calculate? I said 100 divided by 109.04. 100 divided by, okay, whatever I am telling, those only you type on the calculator. 100 divided by 109.04, then press into. So first year it will be 1, second year it will be 9.7. Thereafter, if you press equal to, third year value you will get 0.84106, like that. So we are taking only 3 digits approximately. So here fourth year will be equal to, we will get as 0.771, and fifth year press equal to, it is 0.707, then sixth year 0.649, 649 approximately. You take in calculator, you may get 0.6487. So I have approximately taken 3 digits. So like this you take for remaining period. Okay. Okay, you can see here for the remaining period, present discounting factors as 0.595, 0.4546, 0.500, 0.459, 0.421, like this I have taken for entire year. Okay, so let us take the lease payments for each year. For each year they are saying at the beginning of the year they are paying first year 5 lakhs, right? So I will type 5 lakhs here. Second year 5 lakhs plus, after first year, here I will mention here uh, in the value itself, each year plus 3% we need to add, that is said in the question. So after first year, okay, so first year plus 3% every year, or each year, each we will write each year plus 3%. So 5 lakhs plus, you to calculate along with me and write in your notebook I am telling. So plus 3%, it is becoming 5 lakh 15, 5 lakh, wait a minute, 5 lakh 15,000. So I am typing here 5 lakh 15,000 Next third year plus 3%, so it is becoming 5,30,450. Okay, but here in the second year what they are saying, there is an incentive said 2 lakhs, so minus 2 lakhs will be done in the second year. Don't forget to take this 2 lakhs, but while taking the 3% value, don't deduct 2 lakhs. After that only you deduct the 2 lakhs. Okay, third year plus 3%, so it is becoming 5 lakh 46,364, 364, like that you take for all the years. Meanwhile I'll also update in the this video, because for typing it takes time. I don't want to increase the video size because of wasting the time in typing. So each year I have increased 3%. So but here in the second year, please look at the second year, there is an incentive, so that incentive we need to deduct. So from 5,15,000, if I deduct here in the second year, here in the second year if you see 5,15,000 less, at the beginning also I have explained this point. Okay, if we deduct this 2 lakhs, here value will become 3,15,000, that you directly take. Okay, that you directly take, so that there will not be any further problem, or else you write like this itself, no problem. But while calculating 5 lakhs minus 5,15,000 minus 2 lakhs, 3,15,000 only we need to take while multiplying the value here. Okay, so next at the end of the 10th year, like this every year it is been increased. So 10 years values I have posted, you to calculate by yourself, and there may be small change in the fraction amounts due to rounding off. Okay, and at the end of the 10th year, at the end of the 10th year they said lessee is purchasing the asset at 30 lakhs, so take that 30 lakhs value also in the. Okay, see there are two discount factors. This is at the beginning of the 10th year, and this is at the end of the 10th year. Okay, it is not 3 lakhs, it is 30 lakhs. One more zero I need to add. Hope till here no doubt. Just we have beginning the question itself. Okay, for your understanding purpose I am calculating each and everything, so that there will not be any problem to you further. So 5 lakhs into 1, it will become 5 lakhs. I'll write here 5 lakhs. Second year I am saying, in the second year, okay, I'll write here also beside 5 lakhs minus 5 lakh 15 minus 2 lakhs, it will become 3 lakh 15,000. So 3 lakh 15,000 into 0.971, 0.971, so 15 lakhs into 0.971 we need to take. Hope you have understood here. So I'll write here, so there will not be any confusion. From 5 lakhs 15,000 we have deducted incentive 2 lakhs, this portion, and we need to multiply with 0.9, 917. So let us calculate the value. 3,15,000 into 0.917, it is becoming 2 lakh 88,855, if I am not wrong. Okay, so take that value. You to calculate with your calculator. You will get it as 2 lakh 88,855. Let me recheck it. 3,15,000 into 0.917. Okay, 55, right? Like this every year you do the calculation. Like this every year you do the calculation. So for first year, second year, third year, I have multiplied for fourth, fifth year, like that I did for all the 10 years and added the value of all 10 years, and at the end of the 10th year, okay, at the end of the 10th year there is 30 lakhs payment for the purchase of asset. That will be done with the discounting factor at the end of the 10th year, 0.421. So total it is 12 lakhs 63,000 discounted value, like that from the beginning 5 lakhs to, from here, from 5 lakhs to till the end of 10th year, that is 12 lakh 63,000, total value has become 50 lakhs 387. So it is approximately to the fair value given in the books, 50 lakhs. So right of use of asset will be taken at fair value approximately 50 lakhs instead of this 50 lakh 387 rupees. So asset value will become 50 lakhs and liability also will be represented with the same value of 50 lakhs in the books. Since there is no, since there are no initial direct cost, like stamp duty, etc., and dismantling or restoration cost provision. Present value, present value of lease payments approximately equal to fair value of asset, okay, rupees 50 lakhs. So this 50 lakhs liability and asset value we need to spread over the useful life of asset as well as the uh, lease rentals paid during the 10 years, interest between interest and other liability portion. Okay, so let us see that calculation also now. So here at the opening value, acha, I want to tell you one thing. Lease rentals are paid. Working note 3 we are doing. Lease rentals are paid at the beginning of the year, they said in the question. So okay, here if you see, lease rentals are paid at the beginning. So opening, then opening balance after lease payments, then we will calculate interest. That interest will be added to the opening balance after lease payments, then we will get closing balance. So interest will be added, okay, then you will get closing balance. Like this we will do. So first year opening balance is how much? First year opening balance is 50 lakhs, that is the value of the liability. So I will take 50 lakhs. Lease payments at the beginning of the year is 5 lakhs. So we take 5 lakhs. Opening balance after lease payments from 50 lakhs, if you deduct 5 lakhs, it will become 45 lakhs. So 45 lakhs. On 45 lakhs, interest should be calculated. Okay, that we need to do. Wait a minute. Interest rate is given in the question at what rate? 9.04%. Okay, on 45 lakhs, take out your calculator. Along with me, I said you also to do the problem. So 45 lakhs into 9.04%, it is becoming 4 lakh 6,800. So this 4 lakh 6,800 will be added to the balance after lease payments. This value we need to add to this value, this amount. So closing balance will become 45 lakhs प्लस करें तो 4 lakh 6,800 को 45 lakhs, it will become 49 lakhs 6,800. So same thing I'll write down here. So 49 lakhs 6,800. This is the closing balance for the first year, and same balance will be reflected as opening balance in the second year. 49 lakh 6,800. At the end of the second year, again we are paying lease payment. How much? Go to the lease payments. See here, whatever we are paying, these values only we need to consider. Okay, second year lease payment will become, after deducting this value of 2 lakhs, okay, this 2 lakhs if you deduct, it is 3 lakh 15,000. So same we will take in the table also. So whatever your increased values of 3% is there, those write down. So what we need to do, after 5 lakhs, whatever values are there each year, these values, okay, we need to take these values here after, okay. So in the lease payment section, so first I will write all those values. So second year 3,15,000, because of incentive it is like this. So third year, what is our value? Third year value is 5,30,450. So I'll write here 5,30,450. Fourth year value 5,46,364. 5,46,364. Fifth year value 5,62,755. So we will take here 5,62,755. Is it right? 5,62,755. Sorry, 755 only I wrote, right? So like this we need to write all the 10 years values. So what you will do along with me, hope you are also doing the problem. So I'll type these values. I'll pause the video for a minute. So I have taken each year values till 10th year. Okay, like this I have taken each year value whatever we are paying, including 3% increase. Okay, so hope you have understood what I did by pausing the video, because for typing it takes time. So I have did like this. At the end of the at the beginning of the second year, 4,90,000 value we are having. From 4,90,000, uh, sorry, 49 lakh 6,800, sorry, 49 lakh 6,800. We need to deduct lease payments 3,15,000. So balance after lease payments, will be 45 lakh 91,800. Hope you are also having calculate along with me. We need to take that value after deducting 3,15,000 from the opening balance. 40 45 lakhs 45 lakh 91,800. On this we need to calculate 9.04% interest. Interest has become 4,15,099. Okay, so from this to this 45 lakh 91,800, we need to add this interest also. So add the interest 45 lakh 91,800 plus interest, it is becoming 50 lakhs 6,899 rupees. So this will be again opening balance for the next year, 50 lakhs 6,899. So take here again from this value we need to deduct from 50 lakhs 68,099 minus 5,30,450. At the beginning of the third year we are paying. So balance after lease payments 44 lakh 76,449. On this we need to calculate interest at the rate 9.04%. Interest has become 4,46,071 rupees. So take the value in the books. 4,46,000, sorry, 4,04,671. If we add both, it will become 44,76,449 plus 4,46,007 4 lakh sorry 4,04,671 48 lakhs 81,120. This will be the opening balance for next year. So this process goes on till the 10th year like this. So do one thing, I'll pause the video here because each year calculation it takes some time. So till I do remaining part till the 10th year, you to do the calculation and get ready along with me. So here I am pausing the video and make the problem available. So like this, each year I have deducted the lease payments, then we got lease liability after lease payments. On that we will calculate interest, and to the lease liability opening balance after lease payments we will add interest closing balance, and closing balance will become opening balance. Again lease payments will be deducted, lease payments after uh, sorry opening balance after lease payments. On that you will calculate 9.04% interest. Interest will be added to the opening balance after lease payments closing balance. This closing balance will become opening balance again. Like this each year we are doing till 9th year end I did. On the 10th year I have got 34 lakhs 3,169 as opening liability. Okay, from that in the 10th year we are paying lease payments at the beginning of the lease of rupees